I sabotaged my father's marriage because he cheated on my mother. When I was 4 years old, my father and mother divorced because he cheated on her. They had a really rough divorce and had lots of fights. Eventually, the divorce was settled and my mother and father could move on. My father married his mistress, who I'll call E as to respect her privacy. My father was really happy with her, and me and my sister got a stepbrother and 2 stepsisters with whom we got along really well. Skip forward 2 years and E started acting different, and so was my father. Me and my sister often couldn't visit our father because he had to work, whilst in reality he was free. When me and my sister were there, we often weren't allowed to eat at the table, which 7-year-old me didn't understand. Eventually my father started becoming more distant. He didn't wish me happy birthday anymore and missed a lot of important milestones in my childhood, like learning to ride my bike or plays at school. When I was 9, my sister and I could only visit 4 days a month and had to sleep in separate rooms. I vividly remember that during one weekend that we were there, I had accidentally broken a glass and E had turned furious. She sent me upstairs and had me take my socks, which 9-year-old me found really weird. Then she showed me a piece of glass she held in her hand and said that this is what I deserve for my clumsiness. She pushed the shard of glass into the sole of my foot. I yelled and cried and tried to remove my leg from her grasp when I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was my father's hand. He was helping E do this. I don't remember what happened after that. E also got into a huge fight with my sister and had pulled her by her hair down to the basement. After these 2 occasions and a lot of verbal abuse, we decided to break all contact and tell our mother what had happened. We hadn't told her before because, well, he was our father. My mother knew this was serious abuse, but she was too afraid to alert the police since my father had threatened her with violence before. Skip forward another 5 years, I was 14 and a freshman at the same school my former step-siblings attended. Once I saw them, all the memories started rising again. My 2 stepsisters had become huge bullies and lots of people hated them. Me and a couple of friends decided to retaliate and secretly put small bags of marijuana in their backpacks. Apparently this had caused a huge fight in their home and my father and E decided to divorce. After this, E got into serious financial troubles and my father became an alcoholic. 2 weeks ago he was arrested for assault. E has allegedly become a prostitute and my former step-siblings have been brought into protective custody. This has all been my fault. It was my idea to put the marijuana in their bags, even though they hadn't done anything to me. I ruined the lives of my step-siblings and sent my stepmother and father into a downward spiral. Yet in some sick way I don't feel any remorse. My sister has been dealing with a severe eating disorder after all the verbal abuse from E and has been hospitalized twice. I've tried once to commit suicide because of my sexual orientation, since I thought I was an abomination after conservative Christian rants. Now me and my sister are doing better, though we still have traumas. We've thought about starting a lawsuit, but because of our ages during the incidents, legal advisors have advised us to just move on. Anyways, I'm in a real moral dilemma. I did something that caused horrible things, yet I don't feel any remorse. Am I a psychopath?